Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel for some more Escape from Tarkov. In this video, I'm going to be talking about a few of the money farming runs that I go on to keep me playing during my PvP days. What I want to say before I share these strategies is this might not be the most effective way to make money. I haven't spent time maximizing my efficiency here. What I do know is these runs work because if they didn't, I would be even more poor than I actually am. So recently I've been getting a lot of people ask me how I make money in the game because I'm always so poor, but I always seem to have a lot of equipment. The reason why I don't have that many resources on me is because I actually haven't been using a container for nearly 2 weeks in the game. If I die, I lose 2 sets of meds without keeping any of my high value items, and that includes expensive ammunition too. So because I don't use my container, every single time that I die, there's more significant losses. And I'm unable to actually keep high quality items like a G phone or a CPU in my container to sell back to therapists even when I die. So right now, I don't farm that many resources, but whenever I do get below 100,000 rubles, I have to do a few runs to boost up my income so I can continue to raid as normal. So before I continue, I do also want to mention, because I'm going to be seeing this in the comments a lot, is that killing PMCs and farming the factory with full gear is a standard way for many people to make money. It's typically the go-to farming method for most players. In this video, I wanted to showcase 2 additional runs that you can make money that don't require farming the factory, as well as discussing the factory, but from a perspective of somebody who has absolutely nothing. So the first run is that's exactly what we're going to be talking about, is what do you do when you don't have any guns, you don't have any money, and you need to make some? Well, the simple answer is farming green crates, and there's 2 really good maps for this. You have the woods and the factory. You can also find green crates on Shoreline and Customs, but I personally like woods and the factory the best. On the factory, you'll do quick games over and over and over again, but you're probably only going to be able to loot 1 or 2 crates as a hatchling before you bite the bullet or attempt to kill a scav. You're not going to be losing a whole lot here other than random soft skill points if you don't have max metabolism, but if you're struggling to have gear at the very beginning of the game, you probably don't have any soft skills that you really have to worry about. So the reason why you want to go for military crates or safes instead of just trying to hatchet your opponents is because they contain high value loot items that take small amount of space in your inventory. You want to make sure that you keep in mind that the amount of value an item truly has is the total sale value divided by the number of slots it takes up. Now, the woods has green military boxes littered all over the map, and it might even be better than the factory because the diversity of the boxes allows you to loot them without being shot in the back as often. The reason why green crates are so good is because they can give you optics, suppressors, and pistols that sell for a lot of money. The M4 suppressor, for example, sells for 32,000 rubles, and you can also hit safes on these maps for potential gold chains that sell for 13,000 rubles, or you can keep them to trade in for 4 armors, but if you're strapped on cash, it's not a bad thing to actually sell them to therapists. And these safes now have these really epic items like the wooden clock that sells for 42,000 rubles, a lion that sells for 64,000, and a cat statue that sells for 23,000. And you can actually find these on a regular basis from these safes that are scattered around the map. That leads us to our secondary source of making money in Escape from Tarkov, and that is the 2 estate houses on Shoreline. In the middle of the map, you'll see 2 houses that are surrounded by a red fence. Each of these houses have a lot of computers and safes in the upstairs rooms. You want to hit each safe and loot every computer for CPUs that sell for 10,000 apiece, GPUs for 12,000, HDDs for 2,300, and CPU fans, DVDs, things like that. And also the safes have all the loot I already went through. Once you have a full backpack of computer parts and safe supplies, you can just leave the raid and do it all over again. By this point, I usually go to the mountain escape because players love to rush that exit, kill the scavs, grab the guns, and leave as a source of income. But I find this is a little bit safer and a lot more consistent. At the end of an estate run, I usually have no less than 47,000 rubles per raid, and I can get above 100,000 just depending on how lucky you are with the safes. The last money run I go on is woods. And the goal here is to make it to the trailer in the woods before anybody else in the raid. Along the way, there is a safe in the middle residence building that you can hit to increase your income, but it's a little bit more dangerous doing it that way. I recommend just going right for the trailer. And at the trailer, there's usually one scavenger that's around that you can kill and take his gun, backpack, and chest rig. I usually do this with just a Makarov because that scav is frequently distracted and sitting completely still, allowing you for a quick headshot and a free rifle. Inside the trailer is a weapon rack that spawns AKSs and AK-74Ns on the regular, and on the table spawns high quality optics and suppressors. Nearby this trailer is also the marked circle, but the reason why I didn't really discuss that before the trailer is that circle was recently nerfed. However, you can still get really high quality military rifles at the circle and in the marked room. The odds are just not as great, so if you know where that is, you can add that into your routine. Once you quickly loot the trailer, kill the scav, escape, and repeat the process. So those two runs are what I do currently to make money. And while I'm doing normal raids, I always collect guns. I don't spend a whole lot of time looting pockets or backpacks. The reason why I don't do that is you will typically die looting a body, especially if you're standing still over top of it. So if I'm solo and I'm just trying to make a little bit of extra cash, I immediately go to the dead scavs and only really loot their weapons and armor and move on. Not every single pocket. So that's not really a strategy though, because like that's just done every single game. Like looting guns and selling them is a really good way of making money in this game. It's just, you know, everybody knows that, right? So these are some strategies that are a little bit different and a little bit more consistent to make money every single time, that goes above and beyond standard gameplay. Now, that being said, if you are new to the game and you are still farming keys, looting pockets in the backpacks of scavengers is the best way to increase your chances of finding what you're looking for. So you need to figure out, like, you need a balance. If you're looking for keys, loot the backpacks and the pockets, go prone inside the dead bodies to increase your chances of survival and staying undetected when players pass by. Or if you are specifically there to PvP and kill other people, and also to just grab a few additional guns, you're not really in there for anything in particular, just grab the guns and move on. It will probably save yourself a few deaths. So those are our 3 money runs for today. Now, I know that there's some really cool and unique ways of making money in Escape from Tarkov, and if you guys want to share them, please do in the comment section below, because I do plan on creating more money run episodes, creating unique strategies to help you guys increase your resources and spend more time doing what you want. I'll be making a few more guides that are a little bit more intermediate level that require keys, that will show you how to make some crazy amount of money. But these are all runs that you can do with just a hatchet. So that's a good start. Later on, we're going to get a little bit deeper in what you can get from different dorm rooms and unique strategies that you guys share with me, and I will credit anybody that comes up with a really cool idea that is willing to share it with the rest of the community. So if you have any cool ones, let us know in the comment section below, and in the next video, I'll make sure to throw you in there. So hope you guys found this video useful. Good luck on your Escape from Tarkov raids, and I'll see you guys in the next one.